guys, welcome back to another video. And in today's video, we're gonna be working on the M4 and hopefully getting everything perfected so we can take it down to the frame shop.
Yeah, I can never ever find the right words, and there's no way this is real life. There's no telling you.
Let me show you guys what we got out back, and let me show you guys what we need to actually pick up so we can get this thing down to the frame shop perfected. But before we actually get into that, let's go ahead and give a special shout out to everyone that purchased merch since the last couple of videos. I didn't have time to shout you all out, but I'm gonna have time to shout you out right now. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get those in. And this is Nour in the future. He's actually taking an exam right now. Literally, guys, a timed exam, and I'm honestly, I don't even care about this as of right now. I probably should, but I don't. Mainly because what's more important is giving you guys your shout out. So huge special shout out to Vasco and JC for copping some merch. Sharose and Alex, Dean and Damon, Gammy and Jose. Huge shout out to Mackenzie and John. They copped a lot of Save BMW merch. Definitely gonna be helping out with the M4. Thank you guys so much. Shout out to Megan and Ephraim. And shout out to Justin and Daniela. Thank you guys so much for copping merch, supporting the channel. If you guys want to be shout out in the next video, make sure you just cop some merch and your name will also be featured on the M4 plaque. Without further ado, let's get back into the video and I need to finish my exam. So yeah guys, thank y'all so much for purchasing merch to support your man. Again, this build is costing me so much money, but it's definitely worth it because it's probably one of the coolest builds we've ever done on this channel. So I'm very excited about that. Plus, one of the first builds I'm gonna be tracking it. Yes, I'm definitely tracking this car. Definitely gonna be doing some donuts in it with Blake. Blake actually takes his M4 to the track and he showed me a couple tracks he actually takes his car to, and he says this one can perform really well just stock. But obviously, we're not gonna do stock. We're gonna do a lot more than stock. So I definitely think this is a car that we should go enjoy on the track, go rip it, go enjoy it. But yeah, first things first, we gotta fix it. So let's go ahead and show you guys what we got so far. So I have both headlights just chilling right there. I have 3 of the grills in this box. We do have the carbon fiber strut, which we're not gonna be mounting anytime soon, just because I want to get the framework done and then we mount this. I don't want this getting scratched up and stuff. These are the grills right here, so we're good to go on that. We're just missing the 2 smaller grills on both sides. The bumper just came in, which is super nice. Also, the backyard's really coming together, which I'm really happy about. But yeah, here's the bumper. Let's go ahead and just unwrap this bumper, bring it inside, and see what exactly is damaged on this bumper. Guys, today is such a cold day. I'm literally freezing. I'm wearing a jacket, which you guys see I normally never do. But yeah, here's the front bumper, and I'm super happy with this so far. All I did was take it out, but let's go ahead and just take a look at it. I just want to make sure there's no new cracks because this thing does have some cracks, unfortunately. So I went on eBay and I couldn't find a single bumper that actually matched the color of this car. So I said, you know what? Let's just go ahead and at least find one that has the same option. So at least these have the PDC holes right here. It has just the camera hole cut out right here. There's no cracks on the top or the sides, which is important. No cracks over here. I had one on my M3 over here, and it just keeps repeatedly cracking. There are cracks right here, so there is some cracking right here, and there is some cracking right here, but this gets covered up with the lip on both sides, so I don't even care. Like, that's gonna get redone. It's gonna get painted over. It's gonna look perfect, and there's gonna be a lip over it, protecting and keeping it in its original position. I'm not even upset with this because this is gonna get repaired, fixed, painted over, and it's gonna have a carbon fiber lip right over it, so not a big deal. Also, there's a lot of scratches over here. Again, it's all gonna get fixed up at the body shop. This right here is actually thinking about deleting it, so I might have them fiberglass something and then just paint over and just make it all one piece. And as for these, this is a pretty big piece to just fiberglass over, but I don't want this either. I want them to delete it. So I got these off of eBay. We're gonna be putting them behind on both sides, so then at least when they want to just patch it up, they just have to patch the edges of it and then paint over it. But at least it's not like, you know, a lot of Bondo, because I don't want Bondo over here. I want the original piece, maybe a little bit of Bondo around the edges, just so we could just prevent a couple cracks. These are only like $15 for 2, and I don't want any cracking happening whenever we flex the bumper, so this is definitely gonna help. As for this, there's not much flex in this area, and there is this piece right here to hold a lot of the fiberglass or Bondo, so this should be a pretty sturdy spot, but this is kind of sketchy. That's why I opted for these guys. Anywho, the rest of the bumper looks fine. All this looks good. Most of the tabs right here for the grills look good. One broken there, one broken there. Not a big deal. Those break quite often. So yeah, I'm really happy with the bumper. We finally have a bumper, and it actually looks really good. I cannot wait to get this car together. We are going to be heading to BMA European to get a hood, so we're just borrowing their hood. We have a custom hood coming in the mail, but in the meantime, we do need to get this thing to the frame shop, so we are borrowing his hood, hopefully getting everything lined up in the front end. And then as soon as we get the car back, I'm going to take the hood back to them, bring the car back over here. Hopefully our hood should be here by then, and then put on our hood and then everything should just line up perfectly. We do need a hood for alignment, and we do need a bumper for alignment. That's why I needed these 2 parts today. Meantime though, there's a couple things we need to do to the car to get it ready for the body shop. We just need to zip tie all these wires up. I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's a bunch of wires down here that are just dangling. We need to zip tie it up somewhere to make sure it doesn't get in the way of the frame shop. We got some wires over here we need to zip tie, and at the same time we just want to get these holes lined up as best as possible before we take it to them, so they don't charge us for extra labor hours trying to align the front clip. We're going to go ahead and align the front clip right now, and the fender's slightly off. We're going to go ahead and align the front fender as well. So the only thing I'm going to be charged for is replacing that frame rail, aligning the hood and bumper and all that stuff. That's all we want to basically pay for now, and then eventually when we get the hood on there as well, I'm going to take this back to them with the hood, get that all paint matched. But without further ado, let's just get into it. Alright guys, so we got the car moved over here, and while we moved it, Jonathan just popped out of nowhere. So, long time no see. We're just pretty much going to be focusing on this stuff. He might as well, you know, might be helping me out here. He actually got some really good news later today, which you guys will be finding out down the road. It was actually unexpected, very good news. This is something that he wanted to achieve later down the road, but it ended up popping up this morning. So, you know, achieving stuff early is always a win-win. So, God bless. Meantime, though, we do have to fix this fender gap, which we want to get situated so the frame shop doesn't charge us for that. And we do want to fix this situation here. So let's set you guys up and just start working on that stuff. And as soon as we get that stuff done, we'll call AAA and they'll get this thing towed away. Alright guys, so we just got this fender pretty much lined up. The gaps look really good. This is the same as the other side, and these are finally even. So yeah, this is looking really good. I'm happy with the fender. Obviously gonna finesse with it a little bit more if they need to, but for the most part, this is where it needs to be. As for this now, we do need to work on loosening up these 2 screws down here and just play with this upwards and downwards until this lines up with that, because once this lines up with that, and this lines up with this should be ready for the frame shop. We probably will still have to play with these 2 as well. But that's the game plan. Let's see if we can go ahead and fix this and this for now. Once we actually remove these screws right here on both sides for the headlight, I noticed that this, like watch this, if I push this one and just try to line this up in the center, that's why this piece is kind of important. Bring this up, pretty much clip that in like that, right? Look at these screws right here, how they line up top, which is perfect. And then if I keep my hand down, look how far these are off as well. So basically, I'm gonna need the body shop to just bring up these headlight rails upwards and just align them on both sides. I'm pretty sure they know what they're doing. This is something they're gonna do, but I'm just gonna make sure I mention it, and I don't wanna break this clip, so make sure I release that before I let go, because it goes right back to over here. But yeah, that's the plan. I'm not gonna put any screws out here. I'm just gonna show them what's going on, what I need to get fixed. And as for this, we do need to get this completely cut off, re-welded, brand new one, which we have sitting over there.
Brand new.
So yeah, at this point, yeah, we're gonna call. I mean, it's a good part, no accident, no nothing. So when we replace this, it's gonna be like an OEM finish once it gets welded. So we're just gonna go ahead and just call AAA, and we're gonna go ahead and just throw everything in the trunk as well. We do have the intake as well. Once this thing gets pulled out, this intake should line up, and I need it to line up perfectly, because again, I want this to be like a clean title. So I'm gonna give him everything he needs to, you know, play around with it and see what he needs to do to make sure it's perfect. The hood gap, the bumper, I'm gonna give him everything, because again, I want it to be perfect. So we're just hope for the best and send it. So at this point, we're just gonna go ahead and wait for the tow truck. So 5, 4, do I not count? 4, 3, oh no, 3, 2, 1. Just waiting for the tow truck, guys. So we just got some Chipotle. Let's head back to the house. Just finished our meal, guys. Hopefully the tow truck driver is here. I guess we'll find out. I guess not yet, but he'll be here any second now, guys. All right, guys, AAA has completely failed me, and I just moved the M4 over here because, yeah, they just didn't even show up. So they literally spent 3 or 4 hours, didn't even show up. We're just gonna go ahead and just go get the hood, and we'll get this thing towed away, I guess, tomorrow morning. So it sucks, but it is what it is. We have Jonathan, my boy, the big bed. This is definitely gonna be able to hold the hood, and yeah, this is what we need. At least if we get the hood, we can get this thing towed any day. All right, guys, so we're at BMW European. So we're gonna get that hood, hopefully, to fix our alignment on the M4. So again, huge shout out for them for actually letting me borrow the hood, and can't never get enough of that individual on 3. All right, guys, so we got the hood back there. Again, shout out to BMW European. If you guys need any BMW parts, especially if you guys have M cars specifically, they have literally a bunch of M parts for a bunch of cars, like retrofits for anything at all for the F chassis, E chassis. And if you guys need parts, make sure to hit them up. But yeah, anyways, shout out to them for letting me borrow the hood for the alignment. Unfortunately, it is already getting dark, and my body shop already closed. So AAA literally just called me 2 minutes ago, and they told me we are at your house, and I was like, well, I mean, I already canceled because you guys were already 3 hours or 4 hours late. We called them at 12, and it's right now it's 5:07. So
that's crazy.
You know,
first thing in the morning.
I'm gonna call him first thing in the morning, hopefully tomorrow, and I'm gonna have to delete this video again one more day. And I'm sorry, guys, but you know, I don't think you guys want to see a half video today and then another half video tomorrow. So let's just you know, I'll see you guys tomorrow morning. Alright, guys, so this is the next day. We are officially outside, and we're just waiting for the tow truck. Yesterday it took them 5 hours. I sent them back home because the body shop closed by the time they got here. They're saying they're gonna be here in 10 minutes. Let's hope it's really 10 minutes. I can reverse one. You got the bag for it?
They won't even let us tow it, bro.
They don't want to tow it. They are gonna be taking the car down to the frame shop. I guess we'll just meet them there. So let's head out, finally. So he actually wasn't gonna tow it. He basically said, I am unable to tow this. AAA's new policy basically demands that. AAA's new policy is only allowing tow services for basically cars that are involved in accidents and have current registration and all that stuff. So actually I didn't know that. So AAA no longer actually tows cars without plates or service tags or any of that stuff. That being said, I did ask to speak to a manager, and I was very polite about it. I didn't want to be rude or anything like that. I was just like, can I just speak to your manager? Because I did call in yesterday and she didn't tell me anything about that. And if I would have knew that, I would have, you know, paid for a tow truck today and at least got it out today. I'm already behind a couple days on our upload for you guys, and I'm sure you guys have noticed, but I'm not gonna upload a video without getting this thing down to the shop. So I told him, like, if you guys could at least let me know over the phone, I would have just went to go pay a tow truck. But this is the second day you guys came out and I waited for you guys. Like, is there anything you guys can do? And he said, you know what, because we did go around, like, we pretty much ran around you or like whatnot, like by accident, like they didn't tell me outright over the phone. They will take care of this tow. So we're gonna have a tow there, we're not gonna have a tow back. So we're gonna have to figure out a way to get the car back, but the car should be aligned and perfectly good to go. So, I mean, I'm happy it's at least gonna get there. We're gonna go down right now so I can actually talk to the body shop guy and just tell him what exactly needs to get done to the car, so he'll know right up front from in person. I can tell him, like, I need it cut right here, I need this done, I need that done. Hopefully we get it all situated and get an estimated time, because normally when you go in person, they take you a lot more serious and they know that you need the car ASAP, rather than, you know, you just ship it off to them and then the AAA talks to them. They pretty much put it in the back and they'll get to it whenever. Anyway, I'll see you guys when we get there. Alright guys, so we just made it to Antonio's shop. I'm gonna go ahead and talk to him and just figure out the situation with the car. I'll let you guys know in a little second. We have the M4 right here, finally in a place that's not my home. So I'm gonna be talking to Antonio and hopefully getting this thing situated. Antonio said he's hopefully gonna be able to finish it in the next couple of days. So that's gonna be crazy. So if you guys are excited, you guys wanna see the car perfectly lined up, make sure to smash that like. Wait, that's not a proper outro. I love you guys so much. Remember to stay humble. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out. Guys, remember, smash that like button, and hopefully I'll get you the next video within a day or two.